Welcome everyone, no mic today, have people around me at the moment. Hope you're all doing well. If new, please hit that subscribe button to help my channel grow. We'll start here in just a few minutes. Grab a snack, drink and get comfortable. Alright, let's get the show on the road.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Mike Gesicki. It was a bye week for him last week. He's ready to get back out there in this one. It's the Dolphins and the Browns. All that and more coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7th. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. The Browns at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This defense for the Dolphins, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And Chubb will try the middle here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 49 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's first and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage.
Welcome everyone, no mic today, have people around me at the moment. Hope you're all doing well. If new, please hit that subscribe button to help my channel grow. We'll start here in just a few minutes. Grab a snack, drink and get comfortable. Alright, let's get the show on the road.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 25 on second down, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Chubb running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 44, Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Well, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we move past the unofficial halfway point of the season. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
.47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body gets a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Offside. Defense.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Ready. Opposite. Green. Smith red. Switch yellow.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass there. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And it's been the ground attack that's kept them in this ball game as they rushed for over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tua going to throw. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 2nd and inches, Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. Only able to gain a couple there.
Welcome everyone, no mic today, have people around me at the moment. Hope you're all doing well. If new, please hit that subscribe button to help my channel grow. We'll start here in just a few minutes. Grab a snack, drink and get comfortable. Alright, let's get the show on the road.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. A run for Nick Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're at a spot that every team tells us we have our production mix they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
There you go.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run. Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Second and 11. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here, the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
The extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Dolphins can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Tua. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tua to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. And a completion to Wilson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win. But they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 17-14, a little over 20 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The York on now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Cleveland, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they're going the wrong
Wasn't easy, but we did it. Going to end the stream here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay safe and stay awesome. Also thankful for all my subscribers. Thank you all. Happy holidays.